Hey guys, this is Brad from Dallas Geek, and I'm here today with
Carol Cook.
And we're here talking about your two books over here, You're Kidding, and Does This Sound Unusual? So, I'm gonna go ahead and guess these are some very humorous reads.
Correct.
Tell me a little bit about them.
They're a grouping of short stories that focus on we humans who commit all these ridiculous behavior. They're silly, they're fun, they're original things that people have done or have happened, and we question them with kind of a commonsensical kind of attitude. Why would you do that? How could that happen? And they're written about everything from glitter phobia. I personally have glitter phobia, which I hate glitter.
But that just sounds like it would be an amazing place to start.
And a lot of men commented on that story when it was printed in a newspaper because they hate glitter. Anything that's glitterized, a greeting card, a gift, they won't go into craft stores for that. So I was kind of unusual as a woman to hate glitter so much.
Yeah.
Hate shouldn't be the word more, I just don't want to be around it.
Sure.
And so I wrote it, it was printed in a paper, and I got over 100 emails and phone calls on it described me. So, and thank you for writing it. Maybe nobody will send me cards anymore with glitter on them. So there's stories like that. And then I take Associated Press ridiculous news and take off on it, what stupid criminals are doing and how could they do such things like steal 2 semi-truckloads of avocados and try to sell them on the black market. When they were arrested, the sheriff actually charged them with grand theft avocado. They had been doing this for months. It created a shortage of avocados, and so I took off on what would we do without avocados for our guacamole, our sandwiches, our everything. And that one was printed in the paper, and that one also got a couple of people who called and said, God, I could never eat Mexican food again. Silly things. And I wrote stuff that's about every day. I recently had to resort to wearing reading glasses.
Sure.
I can't see anything. I can't see how to do my mascara, and neither can a lot of other women. And so I took off on the silliness of what reading glasses does to us. We can't even read the business card we have in our hand or the phone number because the print is so small.
Yeah.
How do we read our bottle of prescription medication? You can't even read the phone number on there, much less the warnings and how many to take. Are you taking 2 a day or 2 every 2 hours? So there's all sorts of little silly, happy, fun things that I pick up on about people around me and I write about. They've been published in a few magazines and mostly the newspaper just as a fun column for people to have a diversion from all the bad news that's in the newspaper.
Nice.
These 2 are the total 4 that I've done. One of them is titled What Happened, and another was titled Why Didn't Someone Tell Me? And it's all things that you wish somebody would have told you so you didn't stumble through life your whole youth.
Sure.
Making bumbling mistakes. So they're just happy, fun stories, and I have a little fan club group that read them, and they will call and say, you didn't write anything this week in the paper, so what have you done? So I have that little fan group, and I'm trying to expand it by doing audiobooks.
Okay.
And because I have a lot of senior people who read these, and they can't read as well, or they have macular, which is a vision disability. So I've been asked to do audiobooks on them.
Okay.
So I'm going that direction.
Very cool.
Then I'm writing another book right now, and it's called That Can't Be Right.
Nice.
So it's just fun, happy things, and the covers are colorful and kind of depicted things like this one says, an amusing reading on life's frustrations, questionable behavior, and why are people behaving this way?
So, you said that you already have 4 books out. These
Yeah.
are just 2 of them.
This is 2.
And these all come from, or at least mostly come from stories that you got published in one of the local newspapers. Which
My
papers?
hometown paper, which is the Hood County News in another county. We're about 80 miles from Dallas.
Okay.
So I say 40 miles from Fort Worth because the traffic is so bad in Dallas. I don't come here very often.
Sure. I mean, I can definitely understand that. But I mean, that is kind of awesome that you have a little fan club already built in before you even started getting to the books. That's more than most people can say starting out, that you already have built-in readership. So that's pretty cool.
It is. I like it. And I've made a lot of friends because of that. If I go to a restaurant, I'll have somebody recognize me, which is it's kind of odd in a way because you've never been recognized as somebody that did something, and all I've done is write silly stuff that they can relate to.
Sure.
Happy stuff, really fun stuff.
I mean, if you're going to be recognized for anything, I'd say that's a pretty good thing to be recognized for.
It is, rather than something strange.
Yeah, you've been making people feel good. I mean, that's awesome.
It is, and I like that. So, especially a lot of senior people. I've done a lot of book signings at retirement communities and the senior center and things like that. Then went back to my areas where I'd gone to school and lived, and people still knew me there, and had book signings, and it was just fun to be able to connect with people again.
Yeah.
But I've been writing them for years because I was a military wife for 25 years.
Okay.
So I traveled a lot and ran across a lot of unique people.
I can imagine.
I lived in and traveled in 39 states and 7 countries, and I wrote in each one of them over the years. You just sit down at the kitchen table and write because I didn't have a computer back then.
You could definitely get a lot of stories from that.
And then I have one on ketchup in one of my books. Why would you write about ketchup?
Yeah.
Because somebody tried to duplicate a famous brand name ketchup. That was also in the paper. And why would they do that and try to get away with it? Because they were making ketchup in their garage, selling it, and printing out a label of a famous maker of ketchup, and then selling it. They got caught, of course, like stupid criminals usually do. But then I took off on, is it ketchup with a K-E-T-C-H-U-P or catsup, C-A-P? And why does it matter?
Yeah.
And where did it start? And then why would a mom write about ketchup? And I said, because you often find your teenager standing in the refrigerator, standing in front of the refrigerator, squirting ketchup into their mouth. So, which is a common thing for kids to do. Whipped cream. So I've written those silly things about moms with kids that do frustrating things that make teenagers who they are and moms who they are.
Sure.
Needing a glass of wine by 4 o'clock.
Very nice. So for our viewers out there that would be interested in picking up your books, where could they find them?
They are on Amazon. I'm working on getting them out to another couple of venues, coming to an author's event to learn to promote your books more. I'm hoping to get them out there in a couple of social media areas, and of course do the audiobooks. So that's where we are right now. And then I sell them when I go to book signings.
Very cool. Well, if you're interested in checking out any of these hilarious stories, be sure to check out the links in the description down below. And until next time, this is Brad from Dallas Geek saying, see ya.